underway.
Bobo Wilson's going to return it, and it's going to be in the end zone for a touchback. Columbus will start their drive at their own 20-yard line.
Danny, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited about this game. You know, there's a lot of jitters around everyone, and just at the pep rally earlier, I mean, I was excited. I knew that this is going to be a good game, and it's always a good game, even though Belen are huge underdogs. According to some people, I think a lot of people know that it's always going to be exciting because of the amount of passion that both teams are going to put on the field for this.
And so, the Columbus offense is coming onto the field right now.
Tucker Byrne hits the field with his offense for the first time here against the Belen Wolverines, and he's looking to make a huge statement against them, and here's his first chance. Let's take a look.
Tucker Byrne under center. Draws back. It's going to be a pitch. And it's going to be tackled around the 25-yard line.
Well, there's your first play, and they went with a running play. Maybe Tucker Byrne's a little nervous like he was last week, and they're gonna sort of ease him into this one, because certainly it's a little nerve-wracking when you have to play your second regular season game on a team against their most heated rival and against bigger crowds than probably a lot of high school games. So I'm sure that the coaches appreciate that, and they'll handle that accordingly. They know what they're doing here.
That was Chestnut with a 5-yard run. Tucker Byrne's another one, another pitch, and tackled around the 30, 36, and that's going to be another Columbus Explorers first down.
That's the first official Explorers first down of this 8th annual meeting here at the Rivalry Renewed at F.I.U. Stadium.
And that run was by number 10, Andres Fernandez. He's usually he's the backup quarterback. That was interesting to see him at the running back position.
Yeah, obviously Coach Merritt is using a very dynamic lineup. You know, he's taking full advantage of all of his players' capabilities and what they can do for him. I wonder when we're going to see the passing game started, because clearly Coach Merritt is sticking to his top arsenal in his running game, but Tucker Byrne can really flex his muscles and show what he's got and make some good passes.
Tucker under center. It's going to be a screen pass and dropped. Pass dropped by Bobo Wilson.
You don't like to see that. You do not like to see that at all. Tucker Byrne makes a pretty good pass to one of his most respected receivers, and he just drops it. There's no excuses for that. You cannot make that mistake.
We saw those mistakes last week against St. Thomas Aquinas.
Yes, absolutely, and that's what cost them the game inevitably. And again, I'm going to say it again this game, the team that makes the most mistakes is going to be doomed to lose. So we'll see. Whoever plays a better breed of football, whoever plays the more clean, more intelligent breed of football is going to win this game. And that's all it boils down to, really, because these are both two very skilled football teams.
Tucker Byrne in the shotgun formation. Ball at the 33-yard line of Columbus. Drops back. Pass to number 82. And gets tackled around the 43, 44-yard line. And the catch is made by number 82, Nick Adams.
There's also a flag on the play. Let's take a look at what the call was.
I think that'd be maybe a personal foul. That was a pretty late hit.
Let's take a look at what happened.
A lot of enthusiastic alumni.
Yes, a lot of enthusiastic alumni. Actually, we're here. Our broadcasting booth is sort of a makeshift broadcasting booth, and we're surrounded by a lot of very excited alumni. And they come back and they act like they're still students, and they're all very excited about this game, just like we are. It's an exciting game. It's a passionate game, and you see it voiced by all of the people here in this matchup. Oh, there's no penalty on the play. The ref has officially said that there is no penalty on the play. As a matter of fact, it's called first down Columbus. What happened there, Danny?
The result of the play is a first down.
He got the first down on the play originally.
Well, that's rather strange. That's a little bit of a fluke. Here we go. We might see Tucker Byrne passing the ball again. It was interesting to see him line up with a bunch of receivers even after Bobo Wilson dropped that pass. Clearly these guys aren't afraid to do much. Coach Merritt is going to be a little risky. He's going to take those risks because you need to take those risks when you're playing in such a big rivalry game.
Tucker Byrne's under center. A lot of movement at the line. A pitch to Chestnut, and he's going to fight for a gain of 3 or 4.
A lot of those signature I believe that we will win chants erupting from the Columbus crowd. That's sort of been their battle cry recently against the Belen Wolverines. They got very excited about that, as a matter of fact. It's been adopted from the Utah State tradition of that college over there. And they're basketball fans, and they do it, and they erupt in those chants, and they're all very excited. And you see the Explorers fans doing that. Well, the Belen fans are also getting very excited now. It's clearly a back and forth of flexing their muscles against each other.
Tucker Burns, a shotgun formation once again. They've been doing that a lot lately. Drops back, throws it to Nick Adams again, and he's going to be tackled around the 44-yard line, and that should be another Columbus Explorer first down.
Wow, this is a great drive, and this is exactly what they would have wanted to do against the St. Thomas Aquinas Raiders last week. They've gotten off to a fairly good start, Danny, and this is exactly what Tucker Burn wants to do. He's probably a little nervous going into this game. We know he was nervous last week, and this is just great for his confidence. He's building that confidence up, and maybe we'll see some bigger, more explosive plays from quarterback Tucker Burn in this game, and maybe we'll see Bobo Wilson redeeming himself after having dropped that first pass. Here we go. The Columbus offense is lining up.
They're in the shotgun formation once again.
Wow.
Drops back, a pitch, and he's still on his feet. The 20, the 50, the 10, the 5, touchdown, Columbus.
Well, there's a flag on the play. I don't know what the call is. They've broken it up. Apparently, it's not a touchdown. The refs threw a penalty. There's a penalty on the play, and it's not a Columbus touchdown. It is a holding call against the Explorers. Wow, that is terrible. Danny, I told you last week, and I will say it again, they are making a broken record out of me. If you make those mistakes, and if you yourself cause those penalties, you're not going to get very far. And right now, early on in the game, after having such great situations, they're ruining themselves. I mean, making these little silly mistakes that they just can't do. They had a touchdown, Danny, and they ruined it.
Just wasted a good Lorenzo Woodley touchdown. That was
absolutely.
What a good run, though.
And I'm sure that Coach Merritt is absolutely livid that his players did that after they did it a lot against St. Thomas Aquinas last week. Obviously, the Columbus offense is going to talk some things over. Tucker Burn coming off the field and having a little one-to-one chat with Columbus head coach Chris Merritt, going over some things. I wonder if they're going to pass or if they're going to run on this play. How do you follow that up? You come off the euphoria of almost scoring a touchdown against your very heated rival, and then you find out that because somebody made a little mistake, you get pushed back a whole bunch of yards. You're within your own territory, and you have to make another crack at it. It's still 0-0 game. Talk about the pendulum swinging.
Tucker Burns under center. Drops back. It's going to be a play-action pass. He's stuck in the backfield. Almost intercepted.
Wow, that is a very
incomplete
dangerous
pass to Austin Armstrong.
Very dangerous situation there. He could have been sacked. It could have been an interception. The Columbus Explorers got very
dangerous
lucky on that play. Absolutely dangerous. You do not want to see quarterback Tucker Burn making those decisions.
Now it's going to be a 2nd and 20 right now.
Wow.
From the Columbus 46-yard line.
This is a very unfortunate situation for the Explorers. A lot of Explorer fans rolling their heads after seeing that because, they saw it last week, except now the Explorers, it looked like things were going to click for them, but obviously not after that penalty. That penalty was huge.
Tucker in shotgun formation. Drops back. He's throwing it deep to Bubba Wilson. And overthrown.
Horribly overthrown, as a matter of fact. A lot of people getting excited on both sidelines after seeing that throw, but I think you and I knew for a fact that it was going to be horribly overthrown.
Yeah, holding penalty still
drives.
drives.
That is not good.
Right
Looks
now.
like Tucker Burn is not in the groove I initially thought he was in, and now he's talking again with head coach Chris Merritt, obviously going over some things.
That is only one throw, though. You got to give him more chances.
Absolutely. We're still with 8 minutes and 18 seconds left in the first quarter. You can't make any decisions going into this game. And Danny, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, but there are pretty huge crowds on both sides of this football field.
Yeah.
A lot of fans turning out for this wonderful matchup. The rivalry renewed, as we've coined it here on Explorers Sports Network.
Tucker Burns in shotgun formation again. He's going to throw it again to Bobo Wilson, and off his hands, another incompletion. So it's going to force Columbus to punt.
Well, he's made 3 passes to his go-to receiver, Bobo Wilson. All of 3 have been incomplete. He's going to have to talk some things over with his head coach and with his receivers to not let that happen going into the next drive. But also, I think they caught a bad break because they had a touchdown and then it got ruined by that penalty. So, again, it's a team effort. Everyone's got to be on board and everyone's got to contribute because silly little mistakes can ruin your entire drive like that. Now, instead of being 7-0, it's 0-0.
Columbus will punt. Low snap. Good punt.
23, Daniel Neptune back to receive.
And it's going to be a fair catch around the 23 or excuse me, the 23-yard line of Belen.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was the first official drive of this Columbus versus Belen football game. The Explorers did nothing really. They almost had a touchdown, but it was ruined when there was a penalty, a holding call on the field, and they were forced to pull the ball back, and they didn't get another first down after that. And that just goes to show that if you make silly little mistakes like that, you're not gonna get the end result that you really want. Danny, you can't win a football game making mistakes like that, right?
Ryan Murphy under center for Belen. It's going to be a handoff and tackled around the 35-yard line, and that should be another Belen first down.
Well, Belen off to a good start as well, getting their first down on their first play of the game on offense. And
wow, what a tone center.
Exactly. It looks like Belen, they're going hard, and they've really shown what they've made of here. It's one play, of course, but obviously starting off the way they want to.
Another handoff, a hit in the backfield.
Well, the Columbus defense doing exactly what they set out to do on that play.
The tackle was by Nick Garcia, number 47.
Nick Garcia is an excellent football player. He's another player on the defense of the Explorers that we should watch. On top of him, I think we should also watch Nick Macbeth and Jordan Guest. Nick Macbeth and Jordan Guest are two huge parts of that team. Macbeth being a junior and Guest being a senior. We'll talk a little more about them after this play. Danny?
Ryan Murphy, number 1 quarterback, under center once again. Another handoff to number 32. A gain of a few yards there. Maybe 1 or 2.
Looks like it's going to be a third down and long situation here, and I would be surprised if the Belen Wolverines don't go to their passing game here. It's going to be a pretty big test early on in the game to see if they can get a drive going.
Gain of 4 yards on the last play.
Third down and 9.
Big play right here for the Columbus defense.
Absolutely. Man, Danny, I don't know if we could ask for a better atmosphere here at Alonzo Field at F.I.U. football stadium. It looks absolutely gorgeous here tonight in this wonderful football venue.
Ryan Murphy under center. Third down. Another run, but it doesn't seem like Belen will get the first down. Columbus stops. A lot of run plays this first drive by Belen.
A lot of running plays, and we saw the same thing from the Columbus Explorers. Maybe they're experiencing the same thing as the Explorers, but whatever the case, they made one first down, and now they're going to be forced to punt after a turnover.
Brought down by number 25, Adrian Campbell.
A lot of carries for number 32, Brandon Silvestri, sophomore.
He seems to be a big part of the Belen offense, and being a sophomore, we could see him 2 years later being a huge cog in that Belen Wolverine offensive machine.
Yeah, a lot of excitement around him. Penalties on the field.
I wonder what that call was, Danny.
Maybe a false start. And it will... Oh. It is against Belen. I don't necessarily know what it is, but it is against Belen. It's going to push them back a couple of yards.
Well, obviously not a really big difference made unless it's a substantial amount of field that they need to go back, but little mistakes like that are what kill you in the end. So the Belen Wolverines need to go a little bit back. And there is an official timeout called for a water break. Well, Danny, what do you think of these two drives that we've seen to start off the game?
Well, good defense by both sides.
Yes.
If it wasn't for that holding penalty, Columbus should be up 7-0.
Well, absolutely. Well, that ends the first two drives of this game, and we're going to take you to a quick commercial break with the score here 0-0 with 5 minutes and 37 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll be right back.
It's another great deal right here at Toyota of South Florida in Doral. This week only, it's the Abuela Edition Camry. The Abuela Edition comes with a mojo recipe and a bottle of Vicks Vaporub. And this Abuela for free.
Hola!
And if you get the Abuela package with GPS, she'll even give you directions.
Afeítate esa barba. Tienes dos colores
Okay,
en
on
la
second
barba.
thought, maybe we'll
Estás
just
muy
stick
gordito.
to great deals. Come in this week.
And welcome back here to Alonzo Field at F.I.U. Football Stadium. The score of this game is 0-0 between the Columbus Explorers and the Belen Wolverines. The rivalry renewed. We're about to see the Belen Wolverines punt to the Columbus Explorers.
Bobo Wilson returning the punt for Columbus. Pretty good punt. A drop by Bobo Wilson. He recovers. He's at the 40. He's at the 45. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the Belen 35. The 30. And runs out of bounds at around the 21-yard line of Belen. Great return by Bobo Wilson.
Well, that is absolutely huge redemption for Bobo Wilson. He dropped those 3 passes in the first drive for the Columbus Explorers, and it didn't even get underway. Tucker Burn didn't even hit the field. He caught that punt, and as a matter of fact, he dropped it, picked it back up, and made a huge run back over to the Wolverine side. And as a matter of fact, the Explorers will make their first play of this drive within the Wolverines' red zone. That is huge for the Explorers, and a big special teams mistake by the Wolverines.
Yeah, Belen has their backs to the wall right now.
Absolutely. It looks like they're going to be in a very tough situation, because if the Explorers can't capitalize, and pending any huge mistakes by the Explorers, I think that they might be scoring a field goal here, so we might be seeing some points going up on the board. That is huge. You can't make a mistake like that as the Wolverines.
Columbus offense hitting the field for their second drive of the game. Tucker Burns under center. Handoff to number 26, Daryl Chestnut.
Obviously, Columbus head coach Chris Merritt is very, very sure of his running game right about now, and the Columbus running game has delivered to full expectations. You know, taking every chance to hand the ball off to one of their running backs, especially to Daryl Chestnut. And also to Lorenzo Woodley, 2 guys that they really think they can go to. And well, maybe we'll see some passes to Bobo Wilson. He's certainly proven that he can run the ball once he gets it in his hands.
Yeah,
Man,
Bobo Wilson just hit the field.
The stands really are filling up right now. Well, with Bobo Wilson hitting the field like that, we might be seeing Tucker Burn passing it to him. He has yet to catch a pass, but he did get that great return in the punt.
2nd and 7 from the 18-yard line.
Little redemption there.
Tucker Burns under center. Play action pass. He's going to pass it to Bobo Wilson, and it's caught at around the 7-yard line. That's another Columbus Explorers first down.
Well, that is an excellent play, and now they are well within the red zone, definitely within field goal position, and they are looking good. They got a first and they've got a 1st and 10 situation from very close to the goal, and they've got a 1st and goal situation. Well, they've got a 1st and goal situation developing in the, well, they look like they're going to capitalize on this. Yes, absolutely. You might be seeing them going with their running game. Only 1 receiver is lining up right now.
Belen's stacking up the defensive line, so
we might be seeing the Explorers go up the middle.
Tucker Burns under center. Handoff. Carry by number 20, Lorenzo Woodley. A few yards gained on the play. They have the ball at around
and the Belen Wolverines are bringing in their big men, obviously expecting the running game here, because the running game for the Explorers has been fairly unstoppable. By the Belen Wolverines are just absolutely flustered. They don't know what to do against these Explorers right now, and they might be going with their running game. Coach Merritt's pretty sure of it right now. It seems like he's pretty certain that if he hands the ball off to one of his running backs, they're going to capitalize.
Tucker Burns under center. He has Lorenzo Woodley behind him. It's going to be a handoff to Lorenzo Woodley, and it should be a touchdown for Columbus, and it is. Touchdown Explorers.
Well, that is absolutely wonderful. Head coach Chris Merritt going to his running game. He's certain that he can go to those guys, and they capitalize for him, you know, and they experienced that early obstacle early on in the game with that penalty, but now the Columbus Explorers get the touchdown off to an early lead, 6-0. It should be 7-0 pending the point after touchdown, and these Explorer band is playing Hail to the Victors. They're very excited. Their fans are getting into it. They know this is exactly how they want to start off the game against the Belen Wolverines.
PAT kick is up, and it is good.
Well, that is an excellent first scoring drive for the Explorers. And with that, we'll take you to a commercial break with the Columbus Explorers leading by a score of 7-0 with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first half. We'll see you soon.
Welcome back to Duffy's. Come on inside. I'm going to show you some of my friends.
I'm Mr. Linsky here at Duffy's Tavern, where the elite meet to eat. What I love about Duffy's is you never know who you're going to run into on a given day. Hey, buddy. I love the ambiance, I love the atmosphere, I love the food, but mostly I love the people. Because at any given moment when you walk in this place, half the people here are Columbus alumni.
So y'all come back now and ask for Wayne Payne.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio
And we're back here at Alonzo Field at F.I.U. Stadium. The Explorers did capitalize on their last drive. They scored a touchdown against the Belen Wolverines, and we'll be seeing the Belen offense hit the field and try to retaliate against the Explorers. Danny, what do you think about that last drive?
What an amazing drive. And Columbus will kick off from the 40. It should get into the end zone, and that's going to be a touchback, and Belen will start at the 20-yard line.
Yes, a lot of fans got very excited, on both the Belen and Explorer side of the field in that case, and we just see the emotion reverberating throughout the stands, and we know that these guys are very excited, even though the Belen Wolverines are down now, but don't count them out. It's just 7 points. That's very easy to recover from, and this Explorer defense has really got to try their best to do what they can to hold back this Belen offense, because they're hungry. They want to, they don't want to get down too far, and they want to retaliate.
Ryan Murphy under center. Handoff. And tackled around the 24-yard line.
We've seen a lot of
Carried
running.
by number 23, Daniel Neptune.
We've seen a lot of running in this game so far, Danny. What do you think about that? Both Coach Chris Merritt and Coach Richard Stewart are going with their running games here. Obviously pretty confident about their running ability.
Ball's at the 25-yard line. Second down. 2nd and 5 for the Belen Wolverines. Ryan Murphy under center. Drops back. Another handoff. And the Explorers were expecting it, but I think Belen may have gotten that first down. He was tackled around the 30-yard line. Let's see where the referees place it.
It looks like it's going to be a third down.
I think it's going to be inches. 3rd and inches.
It's going to be a third down and very short situation. Looks like the Explorers and the Wolverines are going to be crowding the line. They're going to try and run up the middle and get those last little inches to get the first down. This is a big play right here. Could be a quick drive here if the Explorers do what they're supposed to.
Ryan Murphy drops back. It's going to be a fullback run, but I think Columbus may have stopped. Gang tackle. They may have stopped them. That may be a Belen Wolverine 4th down now.
That is absolutely what head coach Chris Merritt wants to see
where
from
the
his Explorers
referees
defense.
place it.
Let's see where the referees call that the ball is, but if it is the way it seems from up here in our booth, then it's going to be a 4th down.
They stopped them. Short. It's short. Belen's going to go for it.
It's short, and it's been confirmed. It's a 4th down with the Wolverine offense still on the field. They're taking a big risk here early on in the game, well within their own territory, trying to get that elusive first down.
If Columbus gets a stop here, they're going to have great field position.
Yes, this is huge.
Ryan Murphy under center once again. It's going to be another handoff, but he's going to be hit in the backfield. Turnover on downs, Columbus football.
That is huge. That is absolutely huge. The Explorers defense hit the field and did what they wanted to do, and that is not what you want to see if you're a Wolverine fan. That's a very quick drive and an uncharacteristically quick drive, and not at all ending the way you wanted it to. Turnover on downs. That's not good for the Wolverines football team at all, Danny.
What a good stop by the Columbus defense. Those are great signs.
This is right now we're seeing a football team that their offense is complementing their defense, and now the offense is going to be hitting the field again and trying to add some more points on that board. They're in a pretty good situation to do so, because pretty soon they're going to be in field goal position if they already aren't. And they're fairly close to the Wolverines' end zone, and a little more than the Wolverines are comfortable.
What might be a problem here is Belen's running the ball a lot, so you get a little bit too much predictable. You get a little bit too predictable.
I don't think we saw them pass the ball once in that drive.
They didn't.
You can't do that. You have to be a little bit confusing. And there's a flag down on the play. Let's take a look at the call.
It's going to be against Columbus.
Uh-oh.
A delay of game against the Explorers.
And that is a silly mistake. You can't make mistakes like that. Danny, how many times have I told you about that?
It's not as bad as the holding, but still, you don't want to make those
Absolutely.
mistakes.
Well, it's still going to be a first and
15.
now 15 situation. The Explorers still in fairly good territory, especially to start off a drive.
Tucker under center again. Play action pass. Looks to go deep to Bobo Wilson. Caught by Bobo Wilson. Touchdown Explorers. What an effort by Bobo Wilson. Touchdown Columbus.
That is an absolutely enormous play. We just saw Tucker Byrne flex his muscles to his go-to receiver. That is exactly what they wanted to do. That is exactly what Coach Chris Merritt told them to do. They did what they're supposed to. That is huge. That was wonderful, and that was picturesque.
That was Calvin Johnson like. Bobo Wilson jumped him.
He was like Megatron on that play. That was impressive.
How about Tucker Burns? Nice throw.
Tucker Byrne did wonderfully. He threw the ball in a way that it couldn't be intercepted. That was absolutely beautiful. The Explorers fans have to be very happy about that.
PAT is up, and it looks good, and it is. With 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the first quarter, Columbus is up 14-0.
And so with that, the Columbus Explorers take a 14-0 lead here with 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the first quarter. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll see you soon.
The Florida Motorcycle Training of North Dade provides an 18-hour basic course designed to teach beginning and novice motorcyclists the physical and mental skills necessary to ride safely on the street. The course teaches basic motorcycle operation, effective braking techniques, turning skills, and obstacle avoidance maneuvers. The course includes 8 hours of classroom instruction and approximately 10 hours of on-cycle instruction. Insurance, motorcycle, helmet, and student workbooks are provided for the course. If you are interested in applying, call 305-623-3444 today.
And we're back here at F.I.U. and well, Danny, we just saw two very quick drives, but both of them ending in very different results. The Wolverines very frustrated, and the Explorers absolutely peachy keen after the ending of those two drives. And now the Explorers defense is going to be coming euphorically onto the field, very happy about their situation.
Let's not try to get too ahead of ourselves here. There's a lot of football to be played.
Absolutely, a lot of football to be played, and 14-0 is not a too huge deficit to overcome, but the Belen Wolverines defense after this drive is going to be huge, and they can't let the Explorers do anything if they want to stay in this game. And remember, we're still only in the first quarter.
Columbus will kick off at their own 40-yard line. And it's off. Short kick. Caught at the 15-yard line. He's still running. And down around the 31-yard line of Belen.
So we'll be seeing the Explorer defense hitting the field against the Belen Wolverines offense. Let's see what the Wolverines' approach to this is, because last time, in their last drive, they only ran the ball, and clearly they weren't confusing anyone, and the Explorers quickly caught on and played them to the letter and played them exactly how Coach Merritt wanted them to. So let's see how they approach the Explorers this time around, because they really want to get on the board, and they really want to retaliate against the Explorers' sort of onslaught of points that they've put up against them.
Ryan Murphy setting up under center for Belen's third drive of the game. He drops back, and it's going to be another handoff. And he's going to be hit around the 35, 36-yard line.
A relatively short gain for the Belen Wolverines.
Good first play.
Yes, but also not a bad play on the part of the Explorers defense. Good on both sides, really.
And Belen persistent with the run game right now.
Very.
Less than a minute left in the first quarter. Columbus is up 14-0.
And the second and short situation building here.
Ryan Murphy under center again. Another handoff. And it's hit behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of of a 1 yard or two.
Wow, you can't do that. Now they're going to be dealing with a third and even longer situation than the original. And now I would be very surprised if the Wolverines don't go with a pass. And they haven't passed the ball yet this drive. When was the last time we remember seeing them pass? That was 2 drives ago. You can't do that as an offense. Clearly they're indicating that they're not confident in their passing game at all. And they're not fooling anyone with their rushing game either. They're digging themselves into a rut here with every play. They've got to spice things up a little bit here. Football is half athleticism, half deception. And so with that, the first quarter of this football game ends. The Explorers are off to an early lead of 14-0. We'll be bringing you back to some second quarter football action after these quick messages from our sponsors.
Baseball World offers a wide variety of gloves and has one of the largest selections of pants in South Florida. With all your sizes, come check out Baseball World's selection. Baseball World also carries your favorite sports teams hats. We also sell major brand name shoes including Nike, Under Armour, and Adidas. Baseball World is located on 9590 Southwest 40th Street. Or call them at 305-554-7488. Check out Baseball World.
It's another great deal right here at Toyota of South Florida in Doral. This week only, it's the Abuela Edition Camry. The Abuela Edition comes with a mojo recipe and a bottle of Bix Vaporru. And this Abuela for free.
Hola!
And if you get the Abuela package with GPS, she'll even give you directions.
Afeítate esa barba. Tienes dos colores
Okay,
en
on
la
second
barba.
thought, maybe we'll
Estás
just
muy
stick
gordito.
to great deals. Come in this week to Toyota of South Florida in Doral. Great cars, great prices.
Y tremenda gente.
Explorers. The Columbus Explorers went off to an early lead, and now we've got some pretty exciting football
Belen
football
hands
going
it
on.
off again. He's at the 40, 45, 50. Hard hit in the sideline. That gets the Belen crowd happy.
Yeah, they like to see that, and that's a pretty good gain right there.
That's another Belen Wolverine first down. I believe he stepped out of bounds at around the 49-yard line, maybe the 50. At the 50-yard line, he
And
stepped
so,
out.
as the sun sets here over Alonzo Field at the F.I.U. football stadium, we've seen some pretty good football so far, even though we've only seen one quarter. We've seen the Columbus Explorers really doing what they were expected to be doing. They scored 2 quick touchdowns, and their defense has pretty much shut down the Belen Wolverines offense, even though they've only run the ball. Let's take a look at what they do here.
Ryan Murphy under center once again. Another handoff for a few yards on the play, maybe 3 or 2.
Wolverine fans have to be pretty angry right now because they know that the running game isn't working. They know that the Wolverines aren't fooling anyone, and I'm starting to wonder now, what's Richard Stewart's mindset going into this? What's he thinking?
Yeah, no passing going on, only run.
Yeah, this is a pretty strange situation here. Clearly, they're not very confident in their passing game, or they've been keeping some major secrets from everyone here.
I don't think Ryan Murphy has gone to the shotgun once. Ryan Murphy, another handoff. That didn't fool anybody on the play.
Wow. These Explorers defense are absolutely playing the Wolverines like clockwork. They're doing exactly what they should be doing to counteract the play that the Wolverines have, and the Wolverines are just not fooling anyone. A lot of silence from the Wolverine side of the field. They know that the Explorers have their number. They know that they're not fooling anyone on offense right now, and if they don't pass the ball soon, and if they don't start spicing things up, they're not going to get very many gains. And again, looks like both teams are crowding the line, almost like they've given up.
Ryan Murphy under center. Another handoff. And he's going to be hit. I don't believe he got the first down. Another handoff for Belen. I wonder why they're not passing.
There's a penalty on the play, though, Danny.
It's going to be a personal foul on Columbus.
Oh,
that should give
wow.
Belen a first down. You can't make those mistakes.
That is absolutely atrocious. We saw some very poor play from the Belen Wolverines, and it was seemingly a very good situation for the Columbus Explorers. But now the Explorers make a silly mistake like that and let the Wolverines do exactly what they couldn't do. you know, you can't do that as a football team. They were in a very good situation there. The Belen Wolverines, you know, they had 4 plays on that drive, and they were in a 4th down situation. They were probably going to punt the ball. They hadn't passed the ball at all, and now the Explorers make a mistake like that, and they put themselves in a very bad situation.
Let's see if the Columbus defense can make another stop here.
Well, what I'm looking for the most here is if they're going to run or pass the ball, and right now it looks like they're lining up to run again. I have no idea what head coach Richard Stewart is planning.
Another handoff to number 32 with a gain of 3 or 4 on the play.
Man, Danny, you sound like a broken record now. Another handoff, another handoff. When are they going to pass the ball? No variety, no spicing things up. They're doing exactly what we and the Columbus Explorers defense are expecting them to do. Both teams crowding the line, both of them knowing what they're going to do.
Yeah, and if you run the ball this much, you got to wonder, will the Belen running backs get tired?
Yeah, but
it's a long game.
Danny, my question to you, though, is why aren't they passing? What is so bad about their passing, game that they just can't produce anything? They can't pass the ball? I mean, what is it? They've sort of defeated themselves early on in the game. This is very surprising.
Another handoff to number 32, Brandon Silvestri.
And another handoff to the absolute surprise of everyone in the stadium. The Belen Wolverines hand the ball off and get a very short gain. Seems like that's pretty much been what they've been doing this whole drive. That first down coming off a very silly mistake by the Columbus Explorers.
It looks like the Columbus defense is playing a little bit conservative because they want to watch out for that play action pass.
Yes, because they've set a trend now. They've set a trend of running.
They can surprise you at any moment.
If they break that trend, the Columbus Explorers are probably going to be fairly surprised. But what is most surprising is why isn't head coach Richard Stewart doing something different? He could have the element of surprise on his side. He's choosing not to. Why?
Timeout, Belen.
Clearly,
Ryan
they've got to
Murphy
talk
calls
some
a timeout.
things over. Clearly, the Belen Wolverines have to talk a few things over, and we'll send you now to hear a few words from our sponsors. We'll see you soon here at Alonzo Field at F.I.U Football Stadium.
Welcome back to Duffy's. Come on inside. I'm going to show you some of my friends.
I'm Mr. Linsky here at Duffy's Tavern, where the elite meet to eat. What I love about Duffy's is you never know who you're going to run into on a given day. Hey, buddy. I love the ambiance, I love the atmosphere, I love the food, but mostly I love the people. Because at any given moment when you walk in this place, half the people here are Columbus alumni.
So y'all come back now and ask for Wayne Payne.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
And we're back here from this rivalry game with the score 14-0, Columbus leading. After talking a few things over, the Belen Wolverine offense goes back to work. Let's see what they do here.
Ryan Murphy under center. And you guessed it right, another handoff.
Going right up the middle, doing exactly what everyone expected them to do. They weren't surprising anyone on that play. It's been the story of this drive.
It almost looks like Belen's running out the clock a little bit. All these runs, you're wasting clock, you're down.
Belen quarterback Ryan Murphy looking over at his head coach Richard Stewart in almost confusion and astoundment as to what is going on here. What are we doing? And I'm sure he's sharing the same feelings with everyone on the Belen sideline.
Belen's going for it on 4th down. They need 3 yards for another first. So let's see if Columbus defense can stop him right here. Another handoff, and it doesn't look like they got it. I think Columbus may have stopped them again. Let's see where the officials place the ball. It's going to be a close one, Mario.
It's going to be a close one, but I don't know about the Wolverines' chances.
They're going to bring the chain gang out onto the field.
So we're going to see where the officials call the ball.
Adrian Campbell with the tackle.
Man, Danny, I don't know about you, but I'm very confused after seeing this last offensive drive from the Belen Wolverines. Even though they got a first down and they did move down on the field, this is very confusing because I don't know what their mindset was. I don't know what's going on, but we'll discuss that later. We'll take you to a quick commercial break, and we'll bring you right back.
The Florida Motorcycle Training of North Dade provides an 18-hour basic course designed to teach beginning and novice motorcyclists the physical and mental skills necessary to ride safely on the street. The course teaches basic motorcycle operation, effective braking techniques, turning skills, and obstacle avoidance maneuvers. The course includes 8 hours of classroom instruction and approximately 10 hours of on-cycle instruction. Insurance, motorcycle, helmet, and student workbooks are provided for the course. If you are interested in applying, call 305-623-3444 today.
And we're back with the score 14-0. Columbus is leading. And it was ruled a first down. It was ruled a turnover on downs, in favor of the Explorers. Now the Explorers offense is going to be hitting the field. And Danny, I don't know about you, but I was absolutely flustered by what happened there in that drive. I don't know what happened.
Why not go for the points? You're down 14. I would have gone for the field goal, but
this Belen team is absolutely flustering everyone.
Andres Fernandez and a flag is on the field.
Well, and there's a penalty on that play. Let's take a look at what the call is.
And it's going to be against Columbus.
Oh, wow.
Maybe another delay of game.
The Explorers have made all 3 penalties in this game, clearly making some silly mistakes, even though playing much better football than the Belen Wolverines.
Andres Fernandez in shotgun formation. It's going to be a scramble. He's going to be hit around the 15-yard line. He's still running. He may have gotten a yard or 2 back from the penalty.
Well, running is... Oh, there's a penalty on the play. What happened there?
It may have been a Belen personal foul because the Columbus crowd got really excited after that penalty flag was out.
Let's take a look at what the call is, Danny.
And it's going to be a personal foul penalty on Belen, so that will help Columbus.
Yes, that will help Columbus. They themselves just committed a penalty, and now we sort of see it canceled out by a Belen penalty. You know, these little mistakes that both teams are making, you know, you can't do that, but the Belen Wolverines, they can't afford that right now. They are very far behind. They seem very sort of, you know, down on themselves and confused and not knowing what to do in this game, and you can't make those mistakes in this game, especially when you're playing the way Belen is.
And that penalty will give Columbus another first down, so that's a
better field
good
position.
Thing. Tucker is back onto the field in shotgun formation. It's going to be a screen pass to Bobo Wilson, and it's going to be dropped.
A lot of Wolverine fans wanted that to be a fumble call, but it was clearly an incomplete pass. He never really had possession of that ball. That was not good communication on the part of the Explorers offense. Let's see what they do now when they hit the field. I wonder if they're going to pass, if they're going to rush. Obviously, the Explorers a little more confident in their passing game than the Wolverines. The Wolverines offense, which still has me absolutely astounded, they aren't passing a thing. And now with 7:03 left in the second quarter, we're going to see the Columbus offense go on the field with a 2nd and 10 situation from their own 30.
Tucker shotgun formation again, 3 wide receivers set. Drops back, looking for someone. Pass to number 1 is incomplete. Pass was intended to Fabian Guerra.
Tucker Byrne, you can see it right here. Everyone can see it. He's clearly not very happy with what's going on. Again, looking over at his sideline, wondering what's happening, talking some things over with his coaches. It's going to be pretty surprising what they're going to do with a 3rd down and 10 situation. It's a 3rd and long, and they've got some yardage to cover, and they've got to do it 1 down, but the passing game's not been working out, so this is going to be a pretty interesting play right here. Obviously, the Explorers not playing with the same disparity as the Wolverines. They have a 14-point buffer. The Wolverines have nothing on the board yet. Let's take a look at what happens.
It is going to be Columbus calls timeout, I believe.
Yes, they did. And so with that Columbus timeout, we'll leave you now for a word from our sponsors with 6 minutes and 57 seconds left in the second quarter.
It's another great deal right here at Toyota of South Florida in Doral. This week only, it's the Abuela Edition Camry. The Abuela Edition comes with a mojo recipe and a bottle of Bix Vaporú. And this Abuela for free.
Hola.
And if you get the Abuela package with GPS, she'll even give you directions.
Afeítate esa barba. Tienes dos colores
Okay,
en
on
la
second
barba.
thought, maybe we'll
Estás
just
muy
stick
gordito.
to great deals. Come in this week to Toyota of South Florida in Doral. Great cars, great prices.
Y tremenda gente.
And we're back now here in the second quarter with 6 minutes and 57 seconds left. The Explorers have a 14-0 lead, and the Explorers offense is up with a 3rd and 10 situation. Let's see what quarterback Tucker Burns does with 3 of his wide receivers lined up.
Tucker Burns in shotgun formation.
Oh.
And it looks like it's going to be a false start against Columbus. Bobo Wilson just took off without any other of the linemen moving.
That is terrible. You cannot do that as the Explorers. Look at how much they get pushed back now. Clearly they got to talk some things over, even after taking that timeout. Coach Barrett is not very happy. Even though they've got that 14-point lead, you can't make mistakes like that in such a big football game.
Hey, maybe we'll see a deep ball to Bobo Wilson. That works.
Maybe. Let's take a look.
Drop back. 4 wide receivers set. He's going deep. Intercepted by Belen at the 40, at the 35, the 30, and tackled around at the 22-yard line. Wow, what a momentum shifter.
That was a very, very close play. That could have gone either way. That could have been a wonderful catch in favor of the Explorers, but instead it was a not-so-good bobble by one of the Explorers' wide receivers, which was then caught
I believe it was Fabian Guerra that dropped
yes,
that.
by Fabian Guerra. He tipped that ball, and then it was then caught by one of the Wolverine players who returned it, and now the Explorers are in a very unfortunate situation. They don't want to let the Belen Wolverines get on the board, and we'll see what they do. And it's obviously all, resting on whether or not they pass the ball, and right now it doesn't look like they will.
Murphy under center, play action pass. He's gonna run for it and caught at around the 20-yard line. Wow, he passed the ball.
And much to the very, very thunderous applause of Wolverines fans, the Wolverines finally pass the ball after 2 drives of only running and going 3 and out, 4 and out. This indicates what they can do, and it appears as though there's an injury on the field. One of the Columbus Explorers players is down. Number 94 is down on the play.
I think it's Othonio Travieso that's on the floor right now for Columbus.
Well, he's running off the field. It doesn't look very bad. It looks like they'll get playing now. The referee calling the Wolverine team, who was getting water, back onto the field. They just completed a pass play, and let's take a look if they've got their confidence up, because that could be huge. That's their first pass, and they completed it. It was good.
Absolutely.
It was good for a first down, it was good for their first reception of the game, and let's see if they're ready to pass the ball some more, because they're not going to score at all this drive if they don't pass the ball.
Oh, you don't want to jump to a conclusion. Maybe they will. Another handoff. Oh, fumble! Stripped! Almost recovered by Columbus, but that will push Belen all the way back to the original line of scrimmage.
And
so that is huge.
Yes, that is absolutely wonderful for the Columbus Explorers. Even though they didn't recover that fumble, that is terrible for the Belen Wolverines, because now it's going to be a 3rd and 10 situation. They're right back where they started. Well, they went with a running play, and clearly that didn't work out for them. These Belen Wolverines have got to try something new. We saw a little flash of it when they passed that ball, but right now on offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they want to catch up with this Explorer team.
What a nice strip by the Columbus defense.
Yes.
Unfortunately, they didn't pick it up, but hey, that was a good
either way,
play.
Head coach Chris Merritt and defensive coordinator Alex Trujillo are very happy with the outcome of that play.
Another handoff. And is at the 20.
Multiple flags down on the play.
But maybe another personal foul against Belen. Let's see where it goes.
2 flags down on that play. Let's take a look at the call.
Face mask.
So it's a face mask call against the Explorers. That is horrible.
Wait, let's see. A lot of confusion down on the field.
Maybe they're going to talk a few things over, and We see now sort of a little conference of the refs. No, it's official. It is a face mask call against the Explorers, and now they're pushing the ball further into Explorer territory. The Belen Wolverines have gotten very lucky early on in this game because they've not played very good football, but they found themselves in pretty good situations. Because little mistakes made by the Explorers end up costing this Columbus football team a lot and end up giving sort of freebies to this Belen offense, which hasn't been playing nearly as good as head coach.
First down, Belen.
As head coach Richard Stewart would have liked them to. Sorry about that. And so with that timeout, we're going to take you to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back after a few words from our sponsors.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio
And we're back here from the rivalry renewed between the Columbus Explorers and the Belen Wolverines. And just a quick high school football update for you. The St. Thomas Aquinas Raiders and Cypress Bay are currently tied in another high school football game elsewhere in the state. Obviously a lot of good football action going on this beautiful Friday night in Florida, Danny. You know, Florida being the high school football powerhouse that it is. And now the Wolverine offense hits the field. Probably, it looks like they're lining up to run the ball again, and they caught a break there with the Columbus penalty.
Ryan Murphy under center. Hand off to number 32, Brendan Silvestri. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2 yards on the play.
Well, Danny, practically no gain on that play, and we saw them do exactly what everyone expected them to do. I even called it before the play. They ran the ball right up the middle, clearly for no gain. And by the way, to continue that update that I gave you before, the St. Thomas Aquinas Raiders and Cypress Bay are tied right now 14-14 elsewhere in the state. Clearly, the Belen Wolverines have got to do some major different things than what they're doing now. They're just running the ball, and they're not confusing anyone, and I'm going to take the risk of calling another play, making another prediction. They're probably going to run again here.
Ryan Murphy hands off to number 26 and tackled behind the line at the 20-yard line.
Actually, it looked more like he tripped there on that play, but that's absolutely terrible for a loss of yards. You can't do that, Danny. That is atrocious by the part of the Belen Wolverines offense. Huge mistakes here being made. Very, very unfortunate for this Wolverine team.
The carry was by number 26, I believe, Xavier Hines.
Well, this is a third and long situation here, and I would be very surprised if the Belen Wolverines went with anything other than a pass, but the only difficult thing with that is they haven't been passing the ball at all, and if they're going to pass, you know, you wonder about their confidence going into that. They've made one pass in the past few minutes, and they completed it. Let's take a look.
Ryan Murphy, another handoff. It seems to be a fumble on the play. I think Columbus has recovered it.
Well, a little bit of confusion down on the field right now. It looks as though, whoa.
Belen recovered
the ball, but now they'll be forced to punt or go for the field goal depending on head coach Richard Stewart's decision.
I believe they're going to go for it again. Can you believe that? Oh no, excuse me, they're going to go for the field goal.
Let's take a look. This is huge. Belen could get on the board with this good kick.
The field goal is up, and it is good.
And Belen Wolverine fans are absolutely ecstatic after witnessing that good kick. The score now is Belen 3 against Columbus 14, and I would like to remind you now, everyone listening in, ladies and gentlemen, that you're probably a high school sports fan, and if you would like updates on any Columbus sports, you can simply follow the Christopher Columbus News Network sports updates by texting follow space @ CCNN Live to 40404. And now we're going to take you to a quick word from our sponsors.
Baseball World offers a wide variety of gloves and has one of the largest selections of pants in South Florida. With all your sizes, come check out Baseball World selection. Baseball World also carries your favorite sports teams hats. We also sell major brand name shoes including Nike, Under Armour, and Adidas. Baseball World is located on 9590 Southwest 40th Street. Or call them at 305-554-7488. Check out Baseball World.
And we're back here with the score 14-3. Belen finally was able to muster up some points, and we're going to see a very, very hard-working Columbus offense come back onto the field now. You know, they're a little euphoric coming off of two quickly scoring drives before the most recent one, and let's take a look and see if they can get anything else on the board now, Danny. What do you think?
Well, let's see how the offense recovers from that turnover, that interception. It shouldn't have been an interception. It was just unfortunate that it was tipped and it just landed into the wrong person's hands.
Yes. And now here comes the kickoff from the Belen Wolverines, coming off of scoring their first points of this game. There it is.
Can be returned at the 1 yard line, the 10, the 20, the 30. Oh! Runs into his own teammate and down at the 40-yard line. Man, well, if he didn't get hit by his own teammate, he may have gone all the way there.
Regardless of the outcome, that's a little unfortunate. He collided with his own player there. They're kind of working against each other, but in the end, it was a pretty good run back. Now they're on their own 40-yard line, and they're going to have pretty good field position now taking the field. Tucker Burn is going to look to redeem himself now, you know, after having thrown that reception in the past drive, turning over on downs and allowing the Belen Wolverines to score against these Explorers getting on the board with that field goal. Let's take a look at how these Explorers handle it. I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to run the ball. They're probably a little shaky after that interception.
Tucker Burns in the center, another handoff. And tackled at around the 49-yard line, carried by Lorenzo Woodley.
And a very good run there by Lorenzo Woodley. They did exactly what I said they would, and a very strong Columbus running game exercised here by head coach Chris Merritt's team.
Yeah, Columbus wants to score before the half. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Columbus is at the 49-yard line. They're doing a hurry-up offense. Another handoff to Lorenzo Woodley, and it's a first down. He keeps on moving, but he's tackled at around the 42-yard line.
A very good play there. They knew that they needed to get across the first down marker, and they did it. They got across with the running game, and the running game is working out for these Explorers, unlike the Belen Wolverines. The Explorers are using their running game because they're confident, and there's a player down. There's an injury on the field for one of the Explorer players.
He's grabbing his leg.
That doesn't look good at all. We recently saw one, but he was able to run off the field. This time he's down and he's grabbing something. Let's take a look at what happened.
He's in pain.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, with that injury, we hope he's all right, but we're going to take you to a quick commercial. We'll be right back here in the second quarter of this football game.
Welcome back to Duffy's. Come on inside. I'm going to show you some of my friends.
I'm Mr. Linsky here at Duffy's Tavern, where the elite meet to eat. What I love about Duffy's is you never know who you're going to run into on a given day. Hey, buddy. I love the ambiance, I love the atmosphere, I love the food, but mostly I love the people. Because at any given moment when you walk in this place, half the people here are Columbus alumni.
So y'all come back now and answer Wayne the Pain.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
And we're back. Oh, wow, that is absolutely horrible for this Explorers offense. They fumbled the ball and it was recovered by the Belen Wolverines. The Wolverines finding some new life in this game. Clearly, they're trying their hardest. Their offense is going to hit the field looking to capitalize again and maybe score some more points on this play. By the way, on that last drive, or on that last play recently, when we went to commercials for the injury timeout, it was Jose Suarez, number 61, who was injured on that play. So now the Explorers defense hits the field against this Wolverine offense that just came off of scoring a few points in that field goal, and they're looking to prevent these Wolverines from scoring any points here late in the second quarter.
Wow, What a momentum shifter. This is a seesaw game after those two
Absolutely.
touchdowns.
Well, you call it a seesaw game, but if you look at the scoreboard, it's almost entirely one-sided. And
Another
there's a flag
flag.
down on the play. What is that?
I think it's a delay of game, and it is against Belen.
Wow. Danny, you were right. It's a seesaw game. You don't know what to expect. It's highly unpredictable, very confusing, and, well, no one was expecting that one.
With such few minutes left on the clock, you would expect to see Belen pass the ball to see if they can get a score before the half ends.
Well, obviously they're lining up in a running formation. Doesn't look like they're going to be
Ryan
doing
Murphy,
that.
another handoff. Columbus was expecting that from the beginning. He may have been hit behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 1 or 2 yards. I don't think he ever got back to the line of scrimmage, but let's see where the referees
My
place
number
it.
one question for you right now, Danny, is it seems like the Wolverines in this situation, even though they got some points across and they capitalized obviously on those Columbus penalties, which were inexcusable, it looks like they're not doing anything right now. They're just continually doing what everyone expects them to do, and you can't play football like that. Football is a game. It is half mental. It is half athletic. You have to mentally beat the guy before you can ever hope to physically beat him.
Ryan Murphy under center once again. Play action pass. Hit hard! What a big hit! And it's going to be incomplete. Wow, what a big hit!
That is excellent defense
Wow.
right there on the part of the Explorers, dropping your shoulder, getting a huge hit, knocking the ball out of the hands of the Belen receiver. Even when they pass the ball, they cannot capitalize, and clearly starting off this drive in a way they didn't want to.
Wow.
Let's take a look at
And they're going to mark it a completion, I believe. That didn't look like a completion.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's fairly surprising. That didn't look like a completion at all, but it's going to be spotted around the 45-yard line. The Wolverine offense now hitting the field in a 3rd and 5 situation, a 3rd and 7 situation, excuse me. Let's take a look at what they do. There's one receiver lining out for Robert Murphy.
It looks like it's going to be a run or either a play action pass. Let's see, Ryan Murphy, another play action pass. It looks like he's going to scramble. He's going to be hit. I don't think he got the first down. He's hit around the 49-yard line.
He was about 2 yards short, 3 yards short. He didn't get there. He ran it himself. You know, that's an example of spicing things up, but not very much. A little variety there, but not enough. Not enough to fool this Explorer defense.
Timeout Columbus. They're trying to save themselves a little time left on the clock.
And a timeout called by Columbus. We'll take you to a quick word from our sponsors. We'll be right back with 54 seconds left in this quarter.
The Florida Motorcycle Training of North Dade provides an 18-hour basic course designed to teach beginning and novice motorcyclists the physical and mental skills necessary to ride safely on the street. The course teaches basic motorcycle operation, effective braking techniques, turning skills, and obstacle avoidance maneuvers. The course includes 8 hours of classroom instruction and approximately 10 hours of on-cycle instruction. Insurance, motorcycle, helmet, and student workbooks are provided for the course. If you are interested in applying, call 305-623-3444 today.
And we're back here with 54 seconds left in this second quarter. Columbus is winning by a score of 14-3, and it looks like the Wolverine offense is absolutely confounded. They don't know what to do. They're only running the ball, and they tried to pass it once, but it was broken up.
And finally, after going for on 4th down 3 consecutive times, Belen will finally kick a punt. Remember, Bobo Wilson in the first quarter took that good return off the punt, so let's see.
Yes, Bobo Wilson lining up now to catch the punt again, and let's see if he doesn't bobble it. Let's see how he handles that punt. Maybe he'll run it back and get another big run back like he did before.
Good snap.
And a very good punt.
Very good punt. Oh, what a bounce. Let's see if it rolls into the end zone, and it will. Columbus will take control of the ball at their own 20-yard line.
Well, it was a very good punt in that situation, and the Explorers caught a little bit of a break because it barely rolled into the end zone in that situation. But now, the Tuckerburn and his offense are going to hit the field from the Columbus 20, and they're going to look to score some more points. With 50 seconds left in this quarter, I'm expecting a lot of deep passes. Let's take a look at what Columbus is going to do and how they handle it. They can't get too nervous, though, because last time Tuckerburn got nervous and tried to force a pass, he threw an interception. Let's see.
Tuckerburn, shotgun formation. 4 receivers set. It's going to be a run, though, at the 30, the 45, the 35, the 50, 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown Explorers!
That has absolutely everyone on the Columbus side of the field utterly ecstatic. They did exactly what they wanted to do. The Columbus band is playing Hail to the Victors. They're excited. They're ecstatic. They did exactly what I said they might do because they put on a bunch of points going into the half. And now with only 38 seconds left, you know, from 50 seconds to 38 seconds, they scored another touchdown. Pending the PAT, it'll be 7 points. This Columbus Explorer team very happy, very dynamic, got a good running game, working on the passing game, a very good performance overall.
Wow, what a run.
Very impressive.
PAT is good.
Well, Danny, what do you think? Well, after that touchdown by the Columbus Explorers, we're going to take you to another word from our sponsors with 38 seconds left in the second quarter. The score of this ball game, a Belen 3 to a Columbus 21.
Welcome back to Duffy's. Come on inside. I'm going to show you some of my friends.
I'm Mr. Linsky here at Duffy's Tavern, where the elite meet to eat. What I love about Duffy's is you never know who you're going to run into on a given day. Hey, buddy. I love the ambiance, I love the atmosphere, I love the food, but mostly I love the people. Because at any given moment when you walk in this place, half the people here are Columbus alumni.
So y'all come back now and ask for Wayne the Payne.
And we're back now here late in the first half, 38 seconds left on the clock. The score is 21-3. The Columbus Explorers are up and absolutely ecstatic coming off of scoring that wonderful touchdown with a run up the middle. That was wonderful. How many yards did he get on that run?
More than 50, if I'm correct. Wow, that was fast too.
Yes, so the Explorers are going to be kicking off the ball now to the Wolverines, and they're probably going to be playing very conservative defense, but they're probably not going to have to do too much because if the Wolverines continue to play like they've been playing, they're just going to run the ball, and they have not been doing very much. Let's take a look at what happened. Here comes a kick.
Columbus will be kicking off from their own 40-yard line, and it's off. And it will get into the end zone for a touchback. Belen will start their drive at their own 20-yard line.
Well, Danny, that was a crazy drive there by the Columbus Explorers. You know, right after the punt by Belen, and you're surprised that Bobo Wilson didn't run it all the way back, but then right after that, a huge run for a touchdown by the Columbus Explorers. You know, these guys really playing like they should have been, jumping off to an early lead in this game. It's not even halftime, and they're winning 21-3, a very different score differential than from last year when they won 21-31, and it was a relatively close game except for in the end of the fourth quarter.
Ryan Murphy under center again. You could expect another run, though. I think they're going to just run out the clock right now.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a play-action pass. Caught at the 20-yard line. And tackled around the 30-yard line.
But he got out of bounds. It's going to stop the clock now with 26 seconds left in this half. 26 seconds left for the Belen Wolverines to try and go 80 yards on this football field. They've got their work cut out for them, but at least they were able to complete a pass. Much to everyone's surprise, they were lined up very tightly in the middle of the hash. And I think everyone was expecting a run there, but they passed it, much to everyone's surprise. They're talking some things over. They're going to hit the field. Their offense is going to get to work. They've got 80 yards to cover in 26 seconds.
Ryan Murphy under center. It's going to be another play-action play. He's going to throw it incomplete.
Well,
to number 8, Jamie Vergara.
The clock continuing to die down here in this first half. 22 seconds left on the clock with a score of 21-3. The Columbus Explorers up. They've got a huge point differential to overcome.
You got to wonder why they haven't used a play-action pass earlier. They could have used this in the first quarter, Mario.
You and I, and I'm sure a lot of Belen Wolverine fans and even Explorer fans are asking the same question. This Belen team is better than this. I mean, especially against such a heated rival. They just seem to be doing what everyone expected them to be doing, and you can't win a football game like that.
Another handoff. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2 on the play.
That's absolutely terrible. They seem to have given up now here in the second half, and unless somebody calls a timeout. And so
I think, yeah, Belen called timeout. Wow, they want one more play.
1 second left on the clock. They knew what they wanted. I would be very surprised if they didn't go for a Hail Mary pass here. Obviously, they're just going to pass it very deep, and hope for the best. Maybe something a little bit like Hail Flutie from back in the 80s, much to the,
Boston College Miami
discomfort,
Hurricanes
yes,
game.
much to the discomfort of many Miami fans here. So, Danny, with 1 second left on the clock, 21-3 score here in the first half. What do you think we're going to be seeing from this Belen Wolverine team?
Well, you've got to expect a Hail Mary maybe, but the way Belen's been playing, well, you just got to expect a run, don't you? Like, well, natural concept is you throw a bomb to the end zone.
Yes.
But Belen has been running the ball all game. They haven't used their pass attack. There's so many questions surrounding this offense right now.
My question going into this also is they haven't been able to complete short passes, and now they expect to catch a Hail Mary with only 1 second left on the clock against this Explorers defense. I don't know. Let's take a look. This
Only one wide receiver lining up. Ryan Murphy, play action pass, and he's going to be hit